Welcome to World Buzz Bulletin, bringing you the latest global updates. The situation in Palestine remains devastating after the latest round of Israeli attacks, leaving thousands of innocent civilians struggling to survive another day. Entire neighborhoods are once again turned to rubble, families are displaced overnight, and the fear in the eyes of children tells the story of a people who have lived through trauma for far too long. In cities across Gaza and the West Bank, Palestinians wake up each day hoping the violence will finally stop. Yet airstrikes, raids, and military operations continue to target residential areas, refugee camps, and even places where civilians seek shelter. Homes are shattered, streets are filled with debris, and families search desperately for missing loved ones. Many survivors say they no longer know what normal life feels like because every few months, everything they have is destroyed again. Hospitals are stretched beyond capacity, running with limited fuel, medicine, and equipment. Doctors and nurses work around the clock, treating the wounded even as they themselves face danger. Schools meant to be places of safety and learning are damaged or closed, leaving an entire generation of children without stability or education. Access to food, clean water, and basic supplies is becoming nearly impossible, and humanitarian aid often struggles to cross borders due to blockades and restrictions. Despite the hardship, the resilience of the Palestinian people remains extraordinary. They continue to stand strong, determined to protect their families and their land. But the world can no longer ignore the reality. This is a humanitarian nightmare, and every passing day pushes innocent civilians into deeper suffering. Countries like Pakistan, Turkey, Malaysia, Qatar, Indonesia, and many Arab and African nations have raised their voices, calling for an immediate end to the violence. Massive global protests demand justice and freedom for Palestine. Yet, despite this worldwide outcry, the attacks continue, and the question remains, when will Palestinians finally be allowed to live freely without bombs, without occupation, and without the fear of losing their loved ones? Every child deserves safety. Every mother deserves peace of mind. Every family deserves the right to rebuild and live without constant destruction. The world must recognize that this is not just a political conflict. This is about humanity, dignity, and the right to live without fear. Peace cannot begin until the international community stands firm and demands accountability. It cannot begin until the violence ends, the occupation ends, and the basic human rights of Palestinians are finally respected. Palestinians deserve a future where they can walk freely, where children can play without fear, where elders can rest without hearing explosions, and where families can rebuild their lives without worrying they will lose everything again. The question isn't just when this will end. The question is, how long will the world wait before insisting that it must end? The suffering of innocent people must never be acceptable. Justice must be more than a slogan. It must lead to real change. The people of Palestine deserve freedom. They deserve peace. They deserve a life where they can breathe, think, dream, and hope without war hanging over them. Free Palestine. Stay tuned for more global updates only on World Buzz Bulletin.